Go, my friend.
I thought I'd seen everything in my travels, but South Thorin is unlike anything I've known. Its architecture doesn't resemble the Dark Forest. It actually reminds me more of the Lightbearer Empire. We build with trees, shaping homes to nature's flow. Not like this grandeur.
South Thorin was built with help from the dwarves. That may explain it. As for grandeur, perhaps it reflects a belief in order and structure.
Order? That's an interesting way to put it. In the Dark Forest, nature is our order, not walls or roads. Yet seeing South Thorin now, compared to what you described before, I just wish I had more time to learn about your home.
This trial leaves me no time to show South Thorin properly. But if the curse is lifted, I'll take you through every street, every corner of my city.
Go, my friend.
Target identified.
Brilliantly done.
Thank you. I thought I was done for. Captain Interest, blessings upon you.
Why are there Sind ones here? Where are the guards?
I don't know. I thought this area was safe.
Ravion wouldn't neglect his duties. Either the guards are stretched too thin, or the corruption has gotten worse than we feared. Go find Ravion and tell him clearly what happened, and that you saw me.
Yes, right away.
That creature we fought, was that a corrupted assail?
Yes. First the scales appear, then the limbs twist, and then reason burns away. They become monsters.
That?
Compared to that, the pain from the Terran River is nothing. To me, the corruption is more than just a curse. I see it as divine retribution for our sins against the dragons, for our greed and theft. This is their punishment and Missati's. We sail drowned beneath twin condemnations. Which is why I must hurry. Who knows how many more will suffer if I don't?
Understood. The Earth Essence takes priority.
Got it.
I suppose even I have to work.
Go, my friend.
May the wind and earth unite as one.
Target identified.
It's time to deal you in.
Brilliantly done.
Judging by your faces, I assume you got the essence?
We didn't let you down.
With the Familiar's aid, I've pinpointed the ley line nexus. Restoring the geo-ley line might shift things. I've already asked Bryon to monitor the other nexuses. He'll alert us if anything goes wrong. The rest is up to you. It shouldn't be too difficult. Just let the Earth Essence merge into the geo-ley line, and it will repair itself and reconnect with the other nexuses. Then, Merlin, inject the essence here. By all logic, Earth Essence should be naturally drawn to ley line nexuses. The moment it senses one, it ought to merge right away. Especially here, where the ley line's dried out. This kind of place is usually perfect for restoring balance. So, why isn't it reacting? That would explain it. Coming from a different ley line, it can't immediately repair something it's never been part of. If that's the case, we'll need someone to act as the bridge, establishing a blood connection before the Earth essence flows into the ley line nexus.
A bridge? Master Ardyn, do you mean Indris?
Not only him, you as well, Aeron. And Merlin's magic will be key to the process. Aeron, you'll call upon the ley line here in Missati's name. Indris, as an assail, you will guide the Earth Essence from Salthorin and help it resonate with this land. Merlin, you'll weave the Sylvan Tendril, combining the power of both the Dark Forest and Salthorin. Bind the two together. Indris, your homeland and your ancestors' land have remained apart for over a millennium. Let this division end here and now. Let the lands be one again.
May Missati witness my vow.
The trial has ended. Missati is lifting her punishment, and now I will act as her hand. But Merlin, I still don't know how to undo what was cast upon us. I see. If we return the lost Sylvan Tendril and reunite it with the Sylvan Egg...
Once the Sylvan Egg is whole again, the foundation of the separation curse will be undone.
Merlin, with your magic, the Sylvan Tendril has already cleansed Feli and me of the curse. So, with Missati's blessing, and the sacred light of the Lucent Tree, a restored Sylvan Egg may even... That's wonderful news. Finally, a glimmer of hope.
There's just one thing I can't wrap my head around. If this punishment stemmed from separation, why did Missati entrust the corrupted part to someone in exile? Even if it was tainted, it was still once part of the Sylvan Egg. It held divine power, didn't it?
Perhaps Missati had a greater purpose we do not yet see.
For now, let's focus on reintegration. If it works, then we'll journey to Salthorin next. And if it doesn't... No, we won't fail. It's time. Let's begin. This can't be real. How could something so vile exist within the Ivory Tree, which was once blessed by Misati?
And look at the walls. They're discolored. It's corroding the entire space.
The deer spirit brought us here for a reason. We must uncover it.
Then we press forward. This presence, it reeks of a Hypogean.
Magister, you mean this Hypogean is the same one that infested Eclipsion?
That would explain it. A hidden space under the Ivory Tree. A Hypogean aura matching Salthorin's corruption. This Hypogean must be the very same one that once tainted the Sylvan Egg, or rather, a part of it.
Master, are you saying this is the corruption Misati purged from the Sylvan Egg all those years ago?
Exactly. 2,000 years ago, a Hypogean clung to the Sylvan Egg. Misati tore away the corrupted part, but she didn't completely destroy it. A part of it split off and manifested as a Hypofiend. It followed the Sylvan tendril to Salthorin, and eventually rooted itself atop Eclipsion. There, it was contained by Helthor's power.
But weren't all Hypogeans sealed away by Jura? How can it still...
Perhaps it was cleverer than we thought. Hiding within the Sylvan Egg itself, it may have slipped through Jura's grasp.
That would mean it still holds the power to provoke Misati's wrath, and shake the foundations of the Veduso Mountains themselves. I have to.
Get back! It's hatching!
I am reborn again. You are ripe and full. I, Saida, must feast. I must grow. No more cages. I must spread.
Vile Hypogean! So you were the one who tainted the Sylvan Egg?
It throbbed with promise. It sang to me. It was so rich. I took what I needed.
So it was you. The one who forced my people into exile.
She's within the Ivory Tree. If she breaks free, every living thing in the Veduso Mountains could be wiped out. In Misati's name, I will end this. May the wind and frost unite as one. Her aura. Why did it suddenly spike? This is bad. We brought the Sylvan Egg into this space, and she's touched it again.
And not just that. Look at those seeds on the ground. She's using them to regenerate. That's what makes her so dangerous.
I cannot die. Not while there's a root to cling to, sap to drink, flesh to hollow out. I spread. I feed. I sink into roots. I twist into trees. I hollow the forest. And now, I breathe through everything.
Shut your mouth, Hypogean.
Calm down, Aeron. She's still talking, which means we can still get information out of her. We need to figure out how to beat her.
I found the fruit. Warm. Throbbing. They discovered me. Dura tried to cage me. But I slithered free. My roots sank deep, even as the fruit withered. Tendrils spreading through dark places. Safe. Waiting. Then came the fire. It burned. But not all of me. My deepest roots remained hungry. Patient. You're here. So sweet and tender. You will feed me now. How generous you are. Come closer. Let me taste. Through you, I'll live forever.
Let's try it. We'll burn her seeds to stop her from regenerating.
And sever her roots. Cut off the source before she regrows. I'll use the Eclipsion. My bow is said to never miss, and will chase enemies across the land. Powered by the fiery essence of Hellthor and Dragonflame, it's made for hunting down evil like her.
Let's strike her down with everything we've got.
Nourish me. Rebirth. Once again, I seek to rise anew.
She's about to be reborn. No, she'll never be killed this way.
Sustenance. Sustenance. You all are my sustenance.
Idris! Dear Spirit. She's weak. Let's put an end to this.
I will reborn again.
The Deer Spirit has seized her power. Seal her, now!
Did it work? She's not regenerating.
As expected of Merlin, such a perfect seal. I can sense it. The Deer Spirit believes this place has been sanctified again. It's granted me memories from Misati herself. Back then, the Hypogean had already infected the Sylvan Egg. Purification was impossible. To cut away the corruption, she had to tear out a piece of her own divine power. So she created this hidden space, sealing Saida's core body here, and hoped the Ivory Tree's power could slowly purify it.
The rest of the corrupted fragment. It traveled with the Sylvan tendril to Salthorin, alongside my ancestors. No wonder Misati was so furious. This Hypogean has been a threat for 2,000 years.
Misati likely believed that dividing and sealing her in two halves would weaken her enough to keep her contained. But she underestimated the nature of a parasite, never anticipated that even split, Saida could slowly regain strength in both places.
Misati had no other choice. If the Hypogean fully merged with the Sylvan Egg, the whole of Vedusa would have been destroyed. Separation was the only way forward, but the price was immense.
There was one thing Misati overlooked. A parasite can silently influence the host's will. Whispers here, seeds there, until the host doesn't even know they're compromised. Saida's influence and the cursed punishment slowly poisoned the minds of the assailed.
Is that why Serelith became so obsessed? Saida was even able to hide a part of her within the Eclipsion.
The Hypogean preyed on all their despair, turned their grief into a path for her own return, luring them into even darker paths.
So, they weren't punished for defying the goddess, or joining the war, but because they unknowingly brought a Hypogean back to the Dark Forest, and gave her the perfect host. Misati's judgment was meant to protect all other life, but a 2,000-year curse. It's still a cruel fate.
I believe Misati's true intention was never to punish you forever. She was waiting until Saida could be utterly destroyed.
Then, this was our true trial. Our redemption.
Yes. Now you may tell your people that the Assail curse can finally be lifted.
To put it simply, the divine dew has started overflowing for no reason. And with it everywhere, folks are letting their guard down. Some have gone up to the surface and gotten corrupted. Others are talking about restoring the old ways. Oh, who might this handsome guest be?
Ravion, mind your manners in front of our visitors. This is Aeron of the Dark Forest, and this is Ravion of Salthorin.
A pleasure, Lord Ravion. I've heard much about you on the way here.
Then you've heard of my charm, my wisdom, and my so-called princely title.
All things that no longer exist.
And we mustn't forget my mother.
Enough. To the matter at hand.
Sounds like you've had quite the time together.
Let's stay on task.
Right. The curse is no longer the only issue here. Our divine dew reserves will sustain us temporarily.
But we're close to lifting the...
Lifting the curse is merely the beginning, Indris. The true challenge is breaking the chains around people's hearts. The Assail have been bound to the underground and the curse for 2,000 years. Their fear and sense of tradition run deep. Even if the curse lifts tomorrow, do you really think everyone will be ready for a new way of life? Sunlight burns when all you've ever known is shadow. Freedom feels like chaos to those used to chains.
Lord Ravion is right. Curses of the flesh are easy enough. The ones of the soul take longer to heal.
Then what's our next move?
First, we deal with the overflowing divine dew. The dew is limited, but now Salthorin is seeing an abnormal surplus. And with all the talk of restoring the old ways, there's definitely someone scheming behind the scenes. I already have a suspect in mind, but before we act, we'll need proof. So, who's up for a little mystery solving?
As Misati's chosen, it's my duty to see this curse lifted. If this investigation serves that end, I'll commit fully. And I do want to understand Salthorin better.
Let's get to the point. Where do we start?
I've got some leads. We just need to investigate further. Shelby has some information, and some dark corners of Salthorin are hiding intel too. Let the game commence.
Not more clothing purchases, I assume?
Ravion sent us. We need to know what you found out about the Divine Dew.
I see. Recently, a large amount of divine dew beyond the usual supply has appeared in Salthorin. I've looked into it. The amount on the streets has spiked, but Ravion's controlled source checks out clean. It's like this extra supply appeared out of thin air. Most of it's moving through back channels and black market trades. It's disrupting everything.
I assume someone's using the dew to manipulate public sentiment.
And fan rumors. People are saying the divine dew is running out.
Can you trace where these black market supplies started?
I have a few leads. Former military officers, and certain high-ranking priestesses from the old regime.
Thaydor and Valara's former subordinates.
You catch on quick, Captain Indris. Then I'll spare the rest of the details.
dare defy me? Divine Dew is meant for the nobility first.
Why? My child needs it too, to keep the corruption at bay. And things are different now. Your title doesn't give you more right to live than the rest of us.
Fool! Only noble lineage can properly channel the Dew's power.
Ridiculous! The Divine Dew is meant to counter the curse. Every assail has the right to receive it.
Captain Indris, what brings you here?
I'm looking into irregularities in the Divine Dew distribution. Care to explain what I just heard?
I was merely teaching this commoner the proper etiquette.
That's not true! He tried to take the dew I bought while shouting about bloodlines.
I'll be going now.
Thank you, Captain Indris. I'll just...
Wait. What's this about buying Divine Dew? It should be distributed, not sold.
I heard it's running out, that soon only the nobles will have access. So I bought some on the black market, just in case.
Who's spreading such rumors?
I'm afraid to say.
Don't be. We're not here to punish you. We're here to stop whoever's behind this.
All right. It's the priestesses at the Lunaris altar. They claim the curse isn't real. I'm just repeating what I heard. They say the curse, the dragon, none of it ever existed. That when the Queen died, the Divine Dew began to disappear, and there was never enough for everyone. They also said that Lord Ravion claimed there was a new world waiting for us on the surface, just to cover up the truth. And the ones who believed him went up, never came back. They say he's sending us to our deaths.
The logic has holes, but I admit it sounds plausible.
So many people started doubting. I also...
Listen, I've returned from the surface. The curse is real, but we've also found a way to break it. Soon, no assail will need to rely on Divine Dew anymore.
Really? But Lady Delia said... she's the one I bought the Divine Dew from.
Where does she operate?
At the Lunaris altar. There's a secret gathering every 3 days at dusk.
Understood. Thank you for your honesty. You've helped us a lot.
Captain Indris, what's the truth, really? I just want to protect my family. I don't want to become corrupted.
Just wait. The truth will reveal itself.
Brothers and sisters, behold, the radiance of true divine June. And now, compare it to the diluted mockery in your hands. You've all been deceived by Ravion. There's no curse. Dragons don't exist. The truth is this. Our supply of divine dew is dwindling. And Ravion...
Enough lies!
Indris, Ravion's lapdog. Seize them!
Got it.
I suppose even I have to work.
Go, my friend.
May the wind and frost unite as one. Every sword is a witness.
No more lies. Tell us, where did you get all the divine dew from?
I have nothing to say to you.
Do you think being stubborn will get you through this?
My faith is unshakable. I'd sooner die than betray it.
Die? Who spoke of killing? Ravion has 1,000 ways to make you speak, but none will be quick or painless.
You're bluffing. He wouldn't. He's not like that.
Do you really want to test that belief? You forget who raised him.
The Queen. Her Majesty. Fine, I'll speak. It's Lord Théodore. He's hiding in the Burning Hollow.
He disappeared after the dragon left. It makes sense now. He's been biding his time in the shadows. I'll have Delia taken away, and then we'll go straight to Théodore. I learned from Ravion. Effective, it seems. Ravion inherited Serelith's cunning, but wields it differently. He disarms with charm before striking.
He sounds quite skilled.
Ravion's more complicated than anyone imagines. He was raised in his mother's shadow, yet carved an opposite path. But now's not the time to discuss Ravion. We need to meet with Théodore.
Got it.
I suppose even I have to work.
Go, my friend.
May the wind and frost unite as one. Every sword is a witness.
I suppose even I have to work.
Got it. Go, my friend.
May the wind and frost unite as one. Every sword is a witness.
Go, my friend. Brilliantly done.
All of you. Especially you, Indris. Will you destroy our people's future again? All because of some naive hope?
No, Théodore. The real threat to Salthorin is the unchecked distribution of the Divine Dew. That is what's breaking us.
You're blind! You're the one breaking us apart! You have no idea the burden we carry. You just happen to meet a lucky mage who fixed your problems. And now look at you. You parade around like some savior, spouting pretty lies about the surface while people suffer. Go above ground, you say, as if we haven't tried. The sunlight scorches, and the soil cuts like knives. And look what happened days ago. The curse spiked, and the corruption spread. Everything worsened!
Which is exactly why the usage of the Divine Dew must be stopped. It offers comfort, but at the price of our minds and bodies. It's poison, dressed as mercy.
There you go again, with your fine speeches. You tell a dying man, don't drink the water you've known all your life. It's poisoned. You tell us to go to the surface. It'll be fine, just endure it. You promise them sunlight and salvation, but give them nothing but pain and uncertainty. So why not the Divine Dew? At least the Divine Dew grants relief, if only for a little while.
Relief that twists and mutates your body, driving your mind into madness.
Yet still, it quenches thirst, eases pain, and grants a moment of peace. A moment of peace is better than a lifetime of chasing illusions. Your self-righteous dreams are what tore apart the home we clung to. Wake up, Indris!
Sorry to cut in. I know I may not grasp the full weight of your grief, General. But even so, isn't the most important thing to lift the punishment and curse you've all been burdened with?
Another youth with a smart mouth. The dream you speak of is built upon the illusory vision of breaking the curse. You've destroyed the very foundation on which we survive, all to establish your self-congratulatory new fantasy. And now, there's nothing left but chaos, madness creeping in from all sides.
With the dragon gone, the Divine Dew is disappearing. It can't last. And when it finally runs dry, what then? Will Salthorin, still dependent on it, be left to crumble in agony?
But that...
You're willing to let everyone die just to preserve what once was.
That's nothing but selfishness.
You... Wait. You're not an assail. Who are you?
My name is Aaron. It might sound arrogant for me to introduce myself this way, but I think you'll want to know. I'm from the Dark Forest. Since birth, I've been called the Scion of the Lucent Tree. As Misati's proxy, I've witnessed Indris's journey of atonement on behalf of your people. And I've come, as her envoy, to end this misguided punishment.
Scion of the Lucent Tree? The Three Sages. The Lucent Tree. The Deer Spirit. Misati. The Dark Forest. Our ancient homeland. Then the curse will be lifted?
Misati and Merlin have both seen to it. The end of the curse is near. And if you still have doubts, then come and feel it for yourself.
Let's return. We'll end the mistakes of the past as quickly as we can. Then,
Let's move. We've waited long enough. Follow me. I can sense a place where the ley line energy is active, as if the roots of the Lucent Tree are calling me.
this used to be where Serelith's statue stood. After her defeat, it shattered.
The statue was built over a convergence of ley lines.
Fitting. She was the one who led her people in their stand against the Hypergeans. Shall we begin the spell?
It should be done here, but how should I describe it? It's like when we first used the Earth Essence, knowing the path ahead but unable to take the first step. Magister, can you offer me some guidance? So with your guidance, we'll cast the spell and reconnect the two parts of the Sylvan Egg. This time, it's the exact opposite of our previous encounter with the elemental spirits. I represent the origins of the Dark Forest, and Indris represents the return of Salthorin. Then, with the restored Sylvan Egg as the core, under Merlin's guidance, we will once again spread Misati's forgiveness to her people.
The return of Salthorin. I understand. Let's begin.
I can feel it from this sapling. It shares the same origin as the Lucent Tree. The Earth's energy is flowing back, slowly returning to Misati's embrace. And the people, this land, the Lucent Tree loves them still. I can feel it. Yes, Misati is using her gentle power to nourish this long-dried land. We succeeded. Indris, you seem troubled. Is there something wrong?
No. I'm relieved. Truly. But that relief helped me notice something I had overlooked. When I saw the out-of-place elemental spirits before, I had a similar feeling. But it wasn't until just now, when the curse was lifted, that I confirmed it. Salthorin is my homeland. Thaydor's accusations against me weren't unfounded. I was born here, in a sail, carrying dreams too bright for a world weighed down by loss. Dreams of the surface, of sunlight and peace. And in chasing those dreams, I wounded the very hearts that had already endured too much. Serelith, Velara, Thaydor, Sage Tasso. So many names are now consigned to memory. Their grief their bitterness, their fear, their anger, but also an incredibly clear and deeply nostalgic homesickness. The surface life I fantasized about was the true homeland they were forced to leave, having gone astray under false guidance, carrying immense pain.
Maybe that's why Misati chose to plant a new lucent tree here. If it were just about ending the punishment, she could have simply lifted the curse. But she did more. She reconnected the ley lines and blessed this place with new roots. There were mistakes, false paths, but now it leads to something new. Yes, South Thorin was born from pain, and though led astray by the Hypogean, it endured. A kingdom carved from sorrow, but still a kingdom of its own. Even with hearts full of sorrow and unrest, their struggle must have reached Misati.
Even if we lost our way, time and time again, now, this tree, this gift, will bring us dawn once more, and with it, a true new beginning.
The curse. It's broken. I felt the shift and dropped everything the moment I sensed it. I had to see it for myself.
We had it under control. You should return and tend to your duties.
How stern, Indris. Can't a concerned citizen pay a visit without being shooed away? You could also take this opportunity to introduce the breathtaking Wilder, pardon me, Scion of the Dark Forest, to the rest of us.
Please don't refer to me that way.
Apologies, truly. You all looked so grim. I feared Thedor's ghost possessed you.
Thedor is very much alive. He's standing right over there. His guards are still with him.
Yes, still crying over that sapling. He didn't even act this way when my mother passed away. But enough of the teasing. I do have something serious to say, though you may not like it. Back when you defeated my mother, and left her statue in ruins, I asked you a question, Indris. I'm going to ask it again. What kind of future do you intend to lead us toward? You've walked the surface and visited Ivory Shade. You've endured Misati's trials and battled Saida. These twisted histories were all uncovered. Now tell me, what do you choose?
I didn't get the chance to tell you about the Hypogean's deceit. How did you hear of it? And if you heard our talk just now, does that mean you arrived before we cast the spell?
I was just concerned for the people's well-being. Such harsh accusations, Merlin.
Forget it. I'll answer your question. My decision has not changed. I believe we should return to the surface. Many will find joy in the sunlight, with the earth beneath their feet. They'll thrive among flowers and trees, as the Wilders of Ivory Shade do. Like Feli, who barely saw the sun before it was ripped away from him. But I understand the meaning behind your question now, Ravion. Some will find the surface too bright, too loud, too restless. The waters may be pure, cold, and gentle, but to some they'll feel strange. Some may even resist the instinctual love for greenery, a trait from our wilder ancestry. And, of course, many will remain drawn to the sweet illusions of the divine dew. That, too, is part of the work that lies ahead. But everything else, I believe, should be a choice given to everyone.
Ah, so let the dreamers chase the sky, and the deep-hearted sink back into their roots. I dare say, that's the kind of answer even I could raise a toast to.
The lucent tree of the dark forest belongs to our distant past. This sapling before us, it's our beginning. And it's also the Assail's homeland. The place we'll inevitably look back on, when we set off. Let's start nurturing it now.